Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. You're watching Draft Lounge Home Edition, presented by Bud Light Seltzer. Kick back and join Panthers legends Jake Delhomme, Jordan Gross, and Jonathan Stewart to get their take on night one of the NFL Draft. Now, here's your host, Kristen Balboni.
All right, you heard the man with the deep voice. This is the Draft Lounge Home Edition. I am Kristen, and I have got three Panthers legends right here with me, Jake Delhomme, Jordan Gross, and Jonathan Stewart. Guys, I can't believe it's here. It's finally here. We actually have something resembling sports on our TVs tonight. How are we all feeling?
Oh, good.
I'm feeling great, ready to go, excited.
I was surprised. I was excited today to know there was actually a sporting event I had to pay attention to the start time of. Yes. There hasn't been anything live for so long. I almost had to. I had to set an alarm to make sure I was prepared because there's been, up until this point in time, there's been no schedule for 6 weeks straight in my personal life either. So this is a big deal for me. I even shaved, put on a collared shirt, my party shirt for this draft party.
Yeah, I'm wearing jeans. I don't know why. I got so excited that we were going to do something semi-formal. Now I'm regretting that because we're going to be doing this for the entire draft. I might have to go change into PJs at some point, but we are going to be here for the entire first round. I'm excited. Jake, I know you're with me on like loving the draft, right? Because neither one of us had that experience. But how do you guys feel about it? Jonathan, like, do you like the draft, on a normal basis?
This is my first time actually paying this close attention to the draft. And for many reasons. One, because we're doing this tonight. And I figured, let's look at what's going on out there in the draft world. And the other, this is like an actual event, as far as what's going on in the world right now. We have an opportunity right now to give, some entertainment to people that are longing for it and, some excitement. It's just something to look forward to. So we're in some real interesting times. So it's just an honor to be able to do this tonight, especially with, guys like Jake and Jordan. So, and yourself, one man.
And all the special guests we got coming on. We got some really good ones coming up. Jordan, where do you fall on the draft?
I always watch it. I enjoy it. Later in the draft, sorry to all the late rounders. I usually lose me after about the third round, but I love watching the first round. I love, especially the top tackles, offensive linemen. I'll track that, and obviously the names you've heard of and who the Panthers are drafting. But it's always I love the excitement, and we'll do that today. I know that you're going to talk about our mock drafts that we've all done, our competition there, but we seeing where the surprises are, the shakeups, and then during the draft, all the reflection as well, where they go back and talk about former picks that were the pick I was picked or others times, in draft history, and you don't realize how much time's flown by until you see going back to the 2005 draft, the 2010 draft. It's just a huge part of NFL history, and it's a fun time to be a part of it.
There's something special about, that there are guys right now whose lives are about to change. Where they live, who their friends are going to be, where, not to mention all of the stuff that goes on with their careers. So I just can't get enough of it. Now, usually I'm like laying on my couch watching and like crying, when you have like a really good story. But we're going to be here for the entire time. I don't know, like hour 4, that might happen at a certain point. But Jake, you're with me, right? Like you love it.
I love it because it was never a part of my life. I wasn't lucky like Jonathan and Jordan to be picked in the top 10, let alone.
I don't think that's not luck, Jake. You can't just say luck. That's offensive.
I was 13th pick.
Right.
Top 10.
It's not just luck, Jake. Like we flipped a coin. They don't flip a coin like, should we pick Delhomme or Gross? Gross, top 10. Fine.
Okay.
Come on.
Kristen's talking to me. The first rounders had their time, and I love the draft. Always did like the draft as a young kid. I'm a sports junkie. I enjoy that, and just wanted to be drafted. So every year I would make out a draft card, and I would give it to either Jackie Miles or Don Toner, whoever. Jackie, the older equipment manager, and then Donnie's now the head equipment manager, because they would be in New York and they're the ones on the headphones writing down the card. And I would just say, hey, 7th round, just draft me. I just want to get my ego stroked just a little bit. That never happened. So, I didn't get those lucky signing bonuses like the signing bonus babies.
The luck.
Look at this guy right here.
How about that? Look at that form and technique.
That's why you didn't get drafted, is because that's what you looked like in uniform right there, bud.
All 175 pounds of me as a senior.
I love it. So Jordan, you mentioned this. You guys are going to have like a little contest throughout the draft. So Jordan, this was your idea. You said that you could do mock drafts.
Yes.
I have 3 of your mock drafts right here, and we are going to keep track and see at the end of it who is the most right. And the way we're going to do it, just because we know there's going to be trades, is that if you get the pick number right, we're going to count it as right, not the team. So that's how we're going to do it. And I got to say, I mean, Jonathan, for someone who doesn't normally watch the draft, you really got into this. I mean, you went through it. You got some trades in here.
I spent 4 hours yesterday just in the nitty gritty. I was really trying to figure out what people are thinking, but it's really hard.
So are we establishing the fact that we can just go ahead and lie on here? Because that's all Stewart has. That's the only thing that's coming out of his mouth is lies.
No, I did not.
Just be honest, Stu. Be honest like me. Say that you cut and pasted your mock draft from a source.
I think
I cut and paste.
I looked at several other mock drafts, and then I actually went to the team's like needs and all those types of things.
No, you did.
Yes, I did. I looked up some articles about trade rumors, and I tried to make sense of things, and that's what you got. Don't be hating.
I went to the first. I scrolled through different websites, and the mock draft that I agreed with mostly, I went ahead and just said, "This is my mock draft." See yours right there. See mine is a direct cut and paste that I agreed with. And if it goes well, I'll give credit to who I stole it from.
Have you done this before?
Plagiarized? Yes.
No. Have you ever mock drafted before?
Do you guys know, without looking, who you have going to the Panthers at 7?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that pick. That was one of the reasons I went with this plagiarism.
All right, Jordan, you've got Isaiah Simmons. Jake, you've got Derek Brown. Those are, of course, the 2 that are talked about a lot. And then Jonathan's also got Isaiah Simmons. You think we're gonna see one of those 2 guys end up in Carolina tonight?
I'm getting worried about Brown being there. I'm not sure he's gonna be available.
I championed hard a couple of years ago for Shaq as well, Shaq Thompson. Mm-hmm. And at that point in time, his highlights, if you remember, he was playing some running back, he was playing safety, he was playing linebacker, and people were saying, well, what position is he? Maybe, they knew he was a great athlete. I said, you can never have too much diversity and speed on defense. And that's the exact same thing I'm saying about Isaiah Simmons. So similar to Brown, I don't know if he'll be there. Some people have him going higher than 7. Some people have him going lower. So who knows? But I hope I get it right, because I just want to beat these guys, especially off of a plagiarized draft board. That would be great. Because Jake spent a minimum of 3 hours on this. Minimum.
And
Jake,
what?
is that true?
You said 4?
No.
Yeah, I spent about 4.
Listen.
And an hour of it was like typing it out. This was the beginning stage.
That's your war room right there.
This is my war room. This is my war room.
I love
No,
that.
I spent many, many, many more hours than you guys. It took me 30 minutes to type it in last night, but I'm a nerd. I'm a football junkie. I'm a nerd. I listen to podcasts. I enjoy. I like football. I like it.
I do too, but I was glad when Jordan proposed the contest that you guys didn't make me do one, because mock drafts are hard. They are hard. Like,
not if you just go cut and paste, Kristen. It's all right there. Okay.
So you were the one that wanted to do this, Jordan. We never decided what the winner's going to get. Like, if you win, besides bragging rights?
Right.
We have like a trophy. I think maybe we should get a trophy made or something.
Mm-hmm.
No, if I win, I want a horse, Jake.
You got it. I haven't named one after you, Stewie.
Yeah,
I need to do that.
That's what I meant. Like, I want a horse named after me.
What's his name? Jonathan? That's not a good horse name.
Name him Stewie. And
I like
Stewie comes into the corner and he cuts him up and he's gone down.
If you name a horse Stewie, it's going to have to be one muscular son of a gun to live up to you.
I'm thinking more initials like DNP for did not practice, because you practices than anybody I've ever been around in my life.
Yeah.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
I missed. I was on a lot of what you call those things when fantasy players, the gray area as far as
questionable.
Yeah, questionable. Right? I was questionable for a lot of games when I played in a lot of games. So
bad ankles. That's the problem. They couldn't. Your ankles were not built to withstand the amount of torque your gigantic legs could produce.
We drafted you in a walking boot. I believe you were in a walking boot when we drafted you.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Hey, Stewie,
it was discouraging.
I knew. I had a feeling in October of the year prior. You got drafted in 2008, so October 2007 had a pretty good idea the Panthers were drafting you. How about that?
Really?
I'm on IR, Tommy John surgery, and it was a Saturday morning, or maybe it was a Friday morning. So I'm in there getting treatment, and Marty, came in dressed dapper like Marty Herney usually dresses. And I knew he was going to watch you guys, whoever y'all were playing. And I was just questioning about the different players. And he didn't want to give it away, but he said, man, Oregon's got a running back. Might come out early. He's a difference maker. He's special. And I just say that. So
that would have been good to know. Thanks for letting me know, Jake. You could have shot me a mail or something, or email or something. Or
I probably could have.
Yeah.
Hey, Jonathan, if this is Jake Delhomme, you don't watch the NFL draft, so you've probably never heard of me. We're drafting you. Whatever, Jake.
Hey, Jordan. I sure hope we show some footage of you preparing for the draft. And whenever
Did you watch it? Did you watch that?
Yes, I watched it, and I watched the press conference with you and Dana. And you always said you obviously had no friends as a rookie in the NFL because no one told you to let your hair grow out.
The video is impressive. I feel like first of all, Panthers.com, Stu did one, which was excellent as well. Stu, they did my draft journey. Yeah. And it was Steve and you and I, Luke. Was Luke? I can't remember. But excellent. They did a great job with production and everything. But you got to check out a former version of myself.
Yeah. We will get back to that in just a second. But right now we have the mayor of Charlotte, Vi Miles, joining us. Thank you so much for joining us, Mayor.
Hey, Kristen, hey, Jonathan?
How are you? I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Good seeing you. I see you got your Panther blue on.
I did. I decided it was a Panther night, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
so what have you been up to?
I've just been sitting in the house. trying to grow a beard.
I think it looks good on you.
Thank you.
So, Mayor Miles, how are things going for you right now and everyone? I just moved to Charlotte right before everything got crazy. I'm looking forward to getting to know this city, but how are things going for you right now?
You know, I am so grateful for this city and the residents that have continued to hang in there. It is tough to be told stay at home. Like Jonathan, you can grow a beard, but then after that, what do you do? And, there's a lot of stress in life. But, we've come through like troopers. We're really making it possible to say we're all in this together because we really are. So I'm very happy. Just grateful and happy. we're going to get better. And I just know that that's possible. And as long as you believe that, you can put up with almost anything. Isn't that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the truth.
Thanks.
And I bet tonight is a nice night for you, just to get to kick back a little bit, hopefully for a little while, and watch and see what the Panthers do. I know you're a longtime Panthers fan.
Oh, I've had PSL since the day one. I used to actually ride a bus to Clemson to watch the team play. So yeah, I think I got my first Panther jewelry. It was a big clunky kind of like necklace, Panther bracelet or something like that. I remember it just weighed a lot. But yeah, I've been a fan, and my entire family, we come to the games. We're all in on the Panthers.
That is so awesome. Mayor Lyles, well, we just want to say thank you so much for what you're doing and what the city and the county governments are doing. And we just hope that you have the best night, take a load off for a little bit, and we're all going to watch together and see what happens with the Panthers in the first round.
Well, I appreciate that. I just wonder, are we going to actually draft the first female woman player that's going to be the kicker? Are we taking Carly in? Is that the thing that I've been hearing? No, not really, right?
I was like, oh, you're breaking some news. You have more sources than we do.
Yeah.
I have to have some humor every now and again. So,
I needed you for my mock draft.
You guys have a great night. Jonathan.
You too, Mayor. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Very, very cool to get to have her on. That was awesome. And guys, I just want to get to this right now because we have a giveaway going on. We're talking about special guests. We have some jerseys from one of our special guests a little bit later that we are giving away. So we're going to give away 2 autographed Luke Kuechly jerseys. He's going to be on with us a little bit later. So to register, if you're watching this right now, all you got to do to register, you just open your web browser, go to contest.panthers.com. It's right there on the screen.
Hey, Jordan.
Sorry,
Hey, Jordan.
What?
Sorry, Jordan
Relax.
got right up
could you
on
press
his
mute?
computer.
I'm not supposed to mute my camera or my microphone. I had to take my lampshade off because it was making a weird dark spot on my
All
face.
good, all good. That
Oh,
was amazing.
jeez.
So
I'm following the rules.
We're
got his
trying
own
to give away Luke Kuechly autograph.
Listen, Jake, we got 4 hours to tell the folks. Plus, it's on the screen right now. Look, it's right there. They can't even see me.
That's fair. That's fair. It's on the screen, and so the rules that Jordan pointed out are right there on the screen. We're gonna randomly select 2 winners to receive those jerseys at 8:30. What's gonna happen is that you're gonna receive a call from a Panthers representative tomorrow, and we are gonna announce the winners at 8:30. So again, just go right there, contest.panthers.com, register, and we'll see who wins in a little under an hour, guys.
We gotta ask Luke, Kristen, if he is responsible now for all these bulk Luke Kuechly jerseys that the Panthers are having to give away.
Oh, they're having to give them
Right, so somebody in marketing is sitting there going, well, now, thanks a lot, Luke. We ordered a discount on a group bulk rate of your jerseys 3 years ago.
All right,
No,
question.
That'll be a top-selling jersey for the history of the Panthers organization. You can't go wrong with Luke.
I think it's going to be
Awesome.
Fans are going to be really, really lucky. Like I said, we're going to announce those at 8:30. And then also, if you win but you're not with us, which you should be, we're going over to Panthers.com when the draft starts. So you're going to want to stick around. But if you don't, Panthers representative will call you tomorrow to tell you if you are one of the 2 winners. Jordan, did we get the lamp situation figured out?
I did. I took the top off for those that couldn't see. I had to get the lampshade off for our home lighting here. But I think it's better now. It's more of a nice, even glow. You know?
I love lamp.
I love that. Here's how nice Luke Kuechly is, though. We were trying to figure out what time he was coming on to the show, and he texted me, okay, I have something from 9 to 9:45. And I say, can we do it after? And he says, would it be okay if I did 10? Like,
okay.
Sure, Luke. I'll let you. I'll let you do me a favor. Sounds good.
What a gentleman. All right, guys. I want to ask about this draft. I mean, there's no way that Joe Burrow's not going first overall, right? I mean, there's just zero.
No way. Zero chance.
It would make no sense. And you wouldn't know. It would get someone fired before they even knew if it was a good decision or not, right? It would take so much time, or it would take so much attention to not take him.
completely agree.
We got the mayor back.
Now the mayor's still on. I'm listening to you guys. You're funny.
Well, thank you.
Maybe it's just
Down
because I
and
don't
be
know
our
whether
analyst
I
for
should
the
do
whole
something
draft.
more important, but you guys are really good at this.
We're good at nonsense for 4 hours.
Out of here, though.
Well, Mayor, you can check back in with us in 4 hours and see if we're still good. Be honest.
I will. Good night.
Good night.
Right, thank
night.
you so much. I like that. She's just popping in to hang out.
Yeah, I like that.
She's still on. It says on my screen right now too.
Is Bill going to take me off of this thing?
That's awesome.
Wait a minute. Let me ask
Back with
this.
us.
I mean, you can.
She's like Big Brother, just listening in all the. That's what they said's been happening with all these Zoom meetings, anyway. This right? It's not just for us.
How many Zoom meetings have you guys had in the last month?
A lot.
I almost, well, I did forget. I was on one with Jake the other day. The Panthers are going to do a recap. It was a bunch of us from the 2003 season. And I put in my phone that it was at 1 o'clock Mountain Time, but it was 1 o'clock Eastern. So I was that guy that was 10 minutes late.
10 minutes is not too bad, though.
Yeah, but if you're I agree, but if you're in a group of other guys that all they want to do is give each other a hard time, I got off pretty easy, actually, Jake, I thought.
Well, we needed to get going because Smith had a hard stop due to obligations.
And Foxy was later than me, though, so that was good.
Yeah, he was. Didn't Foxy's face look big?
Well, that's the Zoom deal. You got to get the right angle. Like, look at Kristen. Right. I know. Kristen, Kristen's going to have the best one because she's the most professional. So all I did is I just trying to be exactly where she is. Right? There it is. That's it.
Slightly, if I just start moving, are we both going to move?
Yes, I'm just for 4 hours. I'm tracking you.
Yeah,
right there it is.
My head looks a lot smaller from here.
Yeah, scoot back. I like the people that Jake's almost doing it that have the up the nose angle when you do a Zoom meeting with them. But it's hard to take them serious,
Yes, exactly.
Sideways, when we first started, kind of.
I'm changing location during the night. I can't stay like this the whole night.
Jake's
my TV is here.
Jake's the high-powered executive. They're like, we're interrupting his day to do this Zoom meeting, so he has to focus on the most important thing that's in front of him, right? Look, right now he's checking his portfolio.
Oh my goodness, I like it though. I don't know, I like that because it's the chair. I think is the thing. The Jake's chair adds to the executive flavor of it.
Not my hide-a-bed. You don't like the hide-a-bed I'm sitting on right now?
That is a hide-a-bed.
Oh yeah, it's a nice one. This was actually a couch that was in our son's room when he was born, and I slept many a night on it. Not bad.
How about my green couch?
That's good. What's the TV on the wall there? It seems like it needs something underneath it.
You guys,
here we go.
We got a guest coming in. Luke Combs is joining us.
Hey.
Luke, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is awesome.
Oh, we can't hear you, bud.
He's muted up.
We'll get him.
We'll
get him going here in a minute, but I think we might have another guest coming on. We're about to get there. He is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, cool.
Busy man.
Wow. How are you?
How are you
good,
doing?
man. I'm ready to get this thing started.
Yeah.
The house?
So are we.
I am. I'm at the house right now.
Hey, give us a tour, man.
Give a tour of this place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we got a little something. That's what we got off the plane, So
okay.
My wife and I's degrees got a bunch of different things, and so my wife did a great job getting it set up.
Good stuff.
Coach, you changed from when I talked to you earlier. You got the full draft suit going on now.
Yeah, I felt like it. At least for the first time, I want to respect the process and respect the draft. So you'll find out I'm not very much a sport coat type of guy, but I had to at least do it for one night.
Yeah.
Coach, I don't know if you can see right here. We got Luke Combs joining us. Not only an incredible singer, but a huge Panthers fan. He did the video for when Jake and Jordan got inducted into the Hall of Honor.
Oh, that's unbelievable! And Luke Combs is one of the best of the best.
No kidding.
What's up, man?
What's up, guys? Can I just do this first here? My commemorative.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Nice.
Look at
yes.
Dude, that's good stuff right there.
Jake.
that. That's awesome.
Now,
All
Luke,
right,
did
Coach,
you have that really
very-
sitting there, or did you bring it out for a special occasion?
Well, it's actually sits on top of the liquor cabinet, but it's about 20 feet from here.
Luke, what you drinking tonight?
Man, I'm doing water right now. I
Okay.
actually got a little bit of I got to do a concert here in about 20 minutes. 30
Okay,
minutes.
I gotta keep that
After
voice
this.
right.
Well,
Now
Coach,
maybe-
Coach, how are you feeling about everything? You said you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. We've worked really hard, and the scouts and have been working for a year on it. So, I think tonight should just be a lot of fun. No matter what happens, no matter who's there, what we take, we know we're going to get a great player and just as good a person too. So,
You ready to let us know? We won't tell anybody who it's going to be.
if I knew, I would tell you. There's a lot of crazy things are going to happen for us. I think this will be a dramatic night because not as many leaks maybe as normal because everyone's been at home, and so I think all of us are trying to keep our ear to the ground and just wait and see what happens.
Oh, I don't
Are
know.
there nerves? Do you have nerves right now? Like it's pregame for a game, or is it just kind of you're just salivating to see who you can take?
You know what? My son asked me that earlier. Like before a game, like my neck gets tight. Like I can, like you feel it in your body. Like that's how I felt all day. That I woke up today, kind of like it was like a game today. So I'm truly excited.
That's good.
You can never go wrong with a tackle, Coach. Just draft a tackle, you'll be fine. All right.
I love it.
I wonder how you're going to feel when it's over. If it's after a game, like you're either going to be just exhausted or still so hyped up that you won't be able to sleep until like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, as soon as it's over, we got to get started on tomorrow because a lot of as a lot of people pay attention to that first round pick, but you build your team with guys that come tomorrow and the guys that come Saturday and even after that. And so we want to be a really, really competitive roster. So we need to get guys in here that are the right guys and that can help us. So we've got to do a great job over the next 3 days.
Did the entire family dress up or just you? I know you got your son in there tonight. No.
My son he actually threw a collared shirt on for the first time since quarantine and a pair of shorts. So he
Coach,
tried.
what was your pre-draft meal?
I had pasta and meatballs. So I'm Italian. Yeah, I'm carved up, ready to go. So
Yeah.
All right. So Luke, if you have a show in a little bit, what's your pre-show meal?
Man, nothing. Because you just get burpy, dude, if you start. If I'm being honest with you, So, I mean, it's like the thing with beer. It's like you can only have 1 or 2 during the show, or you're going to be fighting all night. You know what I mean?
Good advice. We should have probably heard that before we started on our Bud Light Seltzers. This could get bad by hour 4.
Extra carbonation in the beer. It's bad.
That's
I'm going
what
to head
you
out.
want.
I'm ready for this draft. I thank you guys.
Coach, thank
All
you so
right,
much.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Good
Good
to
luck.
talk to everybody.
That's
Luke,
So,
Luke, I saw Greg Olson retweet your version of the dance you put on Twitter the other day.
Oh, nice.
You sounded awesome, but knowing Olson, you probably made his whole day by doing that. I mean, he loves that kind of stuff, and I know he's a fan of yours. That was beautiful.
Man, that's it's always crazy. I was born in Charlotte. I remember meeting Sam Mills at a Burger King when I was 6 years old.
nice.
And that was like the coolest thing ever. I still have the picture and like the ball he signed for me and everything. It's just crazy, to be able to have like what little bit of a connection that I have is pretty cool.
Luke, I'm
That's
the
awesome.
same way. I grew up a Panthers fan, and so now to have a job as the team reporter, and it's so cool. It's so surreal. I never thought I would be doing this right now on
Right.
draft night.
Right.
But I just want to say for everyone, we are going to go off social media in a minute, but we are still going to be on Panthers.com and the Panthers app as the draft is about to get started. So stay with us. We are going to be here. Luke's going to stick around for a little bit. So just know that if you're watching on social media, you can join us over on Panthers.com. So Luke, what's the setup for how you're watching tonight? This is a pretty cool room you're in down there.
And I got a 84-inch TV over here. That's probably gonna be the draft central for me.
I think it's
once
got to be central for anything, right? I mean, you
Yeah,
can't.
it
you never
pretty
watch
much
anything on a
is.
smaller TV after that.
Yeah, you can't. You know, the Call of Duty chair is very close to the television. You can probably see it. So you know, it's hard to go back. Once you go 84, you can't get a 65. You know,
Luke is
like 40.
Tiny TV.
right. Luke, as a guy with a beard, Jonathan Stewart says he's been trying to grow out a beard. Give us a rundown. What do you think?
dude, listen, I got poor genetics, so this is it. This is just what it is.
Yeah, I
There's
love
no
it.
shaving involved.